Tracy Jackson, also known as a spiritual cheerleader, and I'm coming to you with your card of the week this week. This week's card comes from Alana Fairchild's Mother Mary Oracle deck. I really felt called to this deck this week just because we are moving from Venus retrograde to Mercury retrograde with not a lot of space in between. I mean, literally one ended and the other just started. So I felt like a Mother Mary's nurturing energy would really help us this week. And the guidance that came through from the card that we received is just amazing. But the card that we received this week is Our Lady of Whispering Heart. And the guidance that has come through from this card is that, many times we have this fight within us between our ego and our higher self or our inner guidance system or whatever. And a lot of times the inner guidance might be somewhat whispering to us. It might be that still small voice, as we talk, as we hear about in the Christian tradition. It might not be the loudest voice out there. Usually our ego is the loudest voice. It's the one that drowns it out, that says, are you crazy? Why would you do that? But in our hearts, we have this feeling that we need to do it regardless of that shouting that's going on in the background telling us don't do it. And that's what this card is really, really telling us to tap into this week, is to tap into that whispering, message that's coming from spirit, and really trusting in our heart that we are being guided in the way that we need to go, and trusting in the guidance that comes through. A lot of times we'll discount it, we'll not trust ourselves, and a perfect way to get to to trust it, or to bolster and have support for the guidance that comes through, is to ask for confirmation of that sign, and you'll get it. Either you'll get a message from some song that plays on the radio, or you'll get a sign from someone else, maybe a billboard, or a person in conversation with you will mention something that is coming to you already as something that you should be doing. And I love receiving that. This week's card is also signaling to you that a message is going to be coming to you soon. It's going to be something that maybe, like I said, you've already been privy to. You already know that it's something that you should be doing. It's just that you needed that confirmation for it to happen. And things are going to start moving rapidly once this message comes through. So get ready for the ride. I do want to speak to the fact that this time period that we're in with Mercury retrograde is all about reviewing and reanalyzing, and just really taking that time to like sit with things and make sure of how you want to move forward. This year we had a lot of retrogrades for that very reason, to just really, kind of take a pause, take a slowdown. And so you might have felt like nothing was really happening, but know that internally a lot was happening. And that's what's going to make next year jump off so super quick for you, is because of the fact that you're doing that review now. So don't discount it. Don't try to push through it, especially if you're feeling that need to take a step back. Do that. It's for you. It's benefiting you, and the guidance will come through. Trust it. Trust it. And I hope that helps you this week. I hope that it encourages you through this transition from Venus retrograde to Mercury retrograde, and that you have a smooth transition, and don't fear this time period, but really embrace it for what it is, and the gift that it's giving to you. All right. So I hope that you guys have a great week this week. I look forward to speaking to you next week with the card of the week. And I did do a new spread. It's the Mercury Retrograde spread, just to kind of help you with knowing the energy of this Mercury retrograde as it affects you and how to navigate that um, more more easily. And you can find that. I'll put the link in the comments here. It's also going to be in my bio on Instagram. And if you need to get in touch with me, you'll already have my information through that, because you'll be signed up for my weekly newsletter, and you'll get all of my info and be able to reach out to me via my weekly newsletter email each week. All right. And you'll get these delivered to you. All right. So obviously I'm having a few communication issues today with the Mercury retrograde, but it's all good. It's all good. You got what you needed. And that's all that matters. So again hope you have a great week, a great start to your week. And uh, for those of you in the US, let me go ahead and wish you a happy Thanksgiving beforehand, since I won't be coming back on until after. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful week this week. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.